already spotted and seen. MSL has been doing a lot of work, I think, so we'll see if it's going to pay off or not. They could still get hit pretty badly. There are two smokes coming in, so we'll see if the three members of Dignitas in sight here are actually going to have any opening to get some of those shots in. And Tensky, you could see he's in a good position so far. No smokes are covering him. He should be able to maybe pick up a kill or two here. MSL, though, is isolated in the corner, and so is Config. They're both going to go down, and the third kill coming through. Dupree, all three headshots, and now Cajun finally replying against his former teammates. He takes two, Rubino takes one more, and it's a 2-on-2 with a bomb down. What an incredible pistol round already here. Device and Glaive gonna have to try and see if they can hold on and prevent the defuse. There is no kit right now. I don't think there's one on the ground either. Dignitas, they're going to have to do this by the pistols, essentially. And Cajun already spotting out one.
This is nuts. The aggression coming in for Dupree. There's the pick from Rubino, though. He hears Glaive coming, but they have no idea the Device is about to spring the trap from CT, and he gets both headshots. Nothing but headshots for Astralis in the end. A beautiful knife there for Device, but more importantly, the pistol round picked up for Astralis. It actually works, even though Cajun B did his damnedest there to bring it back for Dignitas.
That was intense because it looked like Astralis had opened up that bomb site. The whole setup of having three men stacked at B, that was supposed to be sort of the counter, and Dupree completely flushed that. No problem at all taking out all three members, and then somehow they still fought it back in. So it looked like that could have gone pretty much either way. But Device sneaking up back, that was the ace up the sleeve. That was the one thing that Dignitas were not prepared for.
They had no idea. And I'm pretty sure after Rubino gets that kill on short, they're thinking, right, we got this in the bag. We're going to get that strong start. Now it's Astralis who get to go straight to the rifles. And actually, we've seen some teams, you know, like G2, they like to go heavy on the SMG buy in the second round. Astralis, they're a bit more like Navi, just straight to rifles, no messing around. So 4 rifles picked up for them. The UMP on Glaive, but that's fine. As far as the SMGs are concerned, it's like a mini rifle, basically. And so they're just willing to just sit and wait. Look at this, spread out across the map. They know that Dignitas have got their backs to the wall in this round at least, that they're going to be going for something tricky. They're just waiting to see where it's going to come from.
But I would say that the sort of the fact that Navi now are doing it with less SMGs and Astralis too, I think we're just watching a switch in the metagame slowly happening, and that's pretty exciting. Really good setup here. Glaive in first with the UMP, but you see Kerrigan ready to cover that corner where MSL was trying to peek out. So it's basic teamwork, but it's encouraging to see that already Astralis are trying to play sort of really solid Counter-Strike here, it seems. Going to be a second round for them, not losing anybody at all.
A very clean work. I mean, all eyes are going to be on Astralis just because they don't have Kirby with them now at this tournament. I mean, that's the big thing. They have to use a stand-in. Glaive, he's been around for ages in the Danish scene, but we haven't really seen him competing on even a tier 2 team for what feels like ages as well. And so, you know, how good is he going to be right now coming into this? You know, you're talking about basically being out in the sticks, out in the boonies, and moving into the center, into the capital of the country, right? You're playing against the very best here.
Right.
So,
and I mean, what is upsetting is there was definitely a time where you had to mention Glaive amongst the sort of top in Danish Counter-Strike back when Western Wolves was still a thing. Very, very solid in-game leader back then. Right now, they're off to a really good start here in the third round as they're getting some good kills in. Both Kerrigan and Dupree are out of the round, but only MSL left. So just a little dink in the armor here for Astralis, making sure that this round is a bit more expensive than maybe it needed to be.
Yeah, the lucky thing here for Astralis is that in the last round, Glaive was picking up kills with the UMP. This round, Device is picking up kills with the UMP. So this is going to bolster that economy for Astralis. They're going to be able to get that $600 per kill instead of the $300. So it means they'll have a little bit more money to go around once this, once eventually they find MSL, who's sitting on 20 HP. So Zipnix, he's watching for the flank. He should be ready to pick off MSL when he comes around this corner. Easy as you please. And so a 3-0 lead now for Astralis. In the end, just very, very clean, solid, patient Counter-Strike coming out here from Astralis. They know that they're the team that's favored to win this. They know that there's going to be additional pressure on Dignitas. Because of that, Dignitas didn't win the pistol, so Astralis are perfectly content to just let that pressure build on Dignitas and to force them to make the plays.
Yeah, and already, just to point this out as we're going into the fourth round here, already quite a few people watching, I'm noticing. Good viewer count to start off with, so a big shout out to all of you guys watching, no matter where you are in the world. I realize some places it's getting very late, and I mean, even here in Europe, it's a bit early for gamers to be up and watching games, so you guys are doing an awesome job already. Glaive going to be moving up here. Molotov to force out that position for Cajun, and Rubino, they're going to give up that position fairly quickly, but I don't mind it. This is still going to force Astralis to spend a lot of time having to check corners, having to make sure that no one is holding too close, and using a lot of grenades, and that's a great start. The Molotov into the peak for Glaive. Great coordination coming out there, and that's a 2-for-0 trade, and look how aggressive Glaive is being. He's actually moving in here by the time, and you can tell they're not ready for it either. MSL thinking no one would have rotated up that far, and he very nearly goes down. Probably should have gone down.
That was some pretty hard 80-80 spam coming out from Glaive there. Throwback a little bit, missed shot, but MSL, he's going to be crouching right into Device, who will pick up the kill eventually. Interesting thing to note, Device, he's got that AK. Kerrigan with the AWP. Tensky will find the kill on Device, though, but it's still a man advantage here for Astralis, and they should be able to get that bomb plant going down. So it's going to come down to Tensky and Config now for the retake, and Kerrigan, he's got a bit of a clever angle. He's going to get to hold that long line on both entrances. Tensky just going to walk right into his crosshair, and now Config, he knows where Kerrigan's playing from, but there isn't a whole lot he can do when Astralis have already got 3 guys alive, ready to hold the site.
Yeah, I think at this point, because he doesn't really have a lot, better maybe just to save whatever he's got. He's got $5,050 right now in equipment on him, and there's pretty much no chance he could walk in here. Maybe he could try and injure it if he feels like they're going to run away. I don't see Astralis making that mistake, not this early on. They are sneaking back, and Config's got to be a little bit worried that no one is coming his way. If he took too much damage here, he'd go up to the bomb, but I think he's going to be all right here. So just 50 damage. That's a good number to remember in case you're ever in that position. That's going to be 4-0 for Astralis on the less favored side of Overpass, and a little bit of worry for them so far.
Yeah, no doubt about that. I mean, now they've realized, Dignitas at least, they're going to have that internal count going on. They're like, right, okay, we saved a little bit of money on Config. He saved his rifle, but now Astralis' economy is going to be so strong. You can look, I mean, 8,400 on Zipnix after fully buying up here. So this is a bit of a nasty spot for Dignitas because they're going to have to chain rounds together if they want to get into this. I mean, they have to do it anyway. It's just going to be up against a fully bought out Astralis. Astralis don't have to worry about the economy for quite some while here.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Look at this. They're actually pushing quite heavily towards the B bomb side. Again, they're using Glaive, it seems, as the first guy in. And I mean, if you have someone who is the stand-in, who's not sort of part of the core team, why not have him run first into the bomb side and check out what's going on? It'll be less of a loss than maybe it will be later on if you put Dupree or Device or someone else in there first. We do have the bomb down, and there's not a lot that Dignitas can do. Just save the rifle again, I think, for Config, and maybe try and get a couple of more kills if you can. Which is going to be very tricky, as you can tell. Device cleaning up easy with the submachine gun.
Config, though, coming in and doing some work. Device with that MP7, he'll get a quad kill in the end and save a rifle, so just a perfect round for Device as far as he's concerned. But Config does actually make it a little bit more expensive. I just like this from Astralis. They realize, all right, well, where can you really go aggressive if you're on CT and you're ecoing? It's either mid or it's long. Those are the 2 favorite spots for CT's teams to really try and push in and try and catch the terrorist side off guard, right? So Astralis, they're like, right, we'll completely disregard that part of the map and we'll run straight on to B. It's a perfect call coming in from Kerrigan. And I'm actually wondering, you know, does Glaive actually have any say, you know, in the calling right now? Is he there to help out Kerrigan a little bit in the mid round, you know, because he used to be a big in-game leader as well for the Danish teams.
Yeah, I mean, Glaive was always very good at calling CT sides. He had some really brutal setups on Inferno, amongst others. But
yes.
So if anything, I'd want him to pitch in there, but I wouldn't want him meddling too much in what Kerrigan has been building for a long time now. Quick trade there. Rubino going down, but Glaive as well. Still seems like a pretty good deal. MSL sneaking back out of connector, trying to see what's going on. And actually, Cajun moving in, almost getting caught, and still will go down. Device on just 12 health, but still going to get a second kill in.
That's a matter of split seconds there for Cajun. He's going to be so furious with himself. And it's also, I mean, it just shows how on point Device is right now. This is perfect for Astralis. Device is a linchpin for the team. He's one of the heavy hitters. So if he's warmed up and hitting shots right out the gates, I mean, Astralis, they should actually have everything going for them at this point. Now, Dupree and Device both hitting shots. That means that Astralis are heavily favored to win. Is when you see those guys start to struggle that, you know, things start to fall apart. MSL will get the drop on Device in the end. Still a 3-on-3 here, and they do have a good defense set up. Config gonna catch them lining up at Monster. Picks up 2 kills, and now it's all on Kerrigan with 11 HP. And Config, the triple kill to hold the B site and save it for Dignitas. They get their first round on the board.
Very, very well done. And I mean, I love the move out from MSL up there to catch out Device as well. There's a lot of information that's got right there already. And then the sort of the triple kill coming from Config just working out perfectly. So 5-1, and moving into the 7th round, we got Kerrigan picking up the AWP and Cajun on the other side. And I mean, obviously, it is interesting having Cajun fight his old teammates here. Obviously, that's a big part of the story.
There's going to be a lot on the line for him. You know that he's going to be frustrated if he misses shots, but if he hits those shots, he's going to be feeling pretty good. Molotov is going to force him off the angle and connector. So it seems like Dignitas, this is going to be one of their go-to setups. Get those guys down into connector, try and challenge Astralis here, control that middle part of the map, that link between the A side and the B side for the T side. But after the initial peak, boom, just fall back to that A site, try and shift up the defense, and instead get aggressive in soars. So it's actually coming together nicely, the steps here for Dignitas. The only problem is he walks right into a wallbang from Zipnix. Takes a lot of damage, Tensky. He's down to 56, and he hasn't even seen anybody.
Right now, still over a minute left, so we'll see if Astralis can pick up this round. If they do, then Dignitas are going to be in a lot of trouble. Again, the round loss bonus will have been reset by Dignitas winning that one round, so you don't want to go back to losing straight away. Obviously, most of you guys already realize that, but there are always newcomers who end up watching the major because it's become sort of, you know, a traffic point for a lot of Counter-Strike. So we'll see if maybe we can get into details on that later on. Rubino's hiding in the corner with Cajun inside the A-bomb site. I personally hate this setup, but we'll see if it can work out. It can work out if Cajun is on point. He's actually going to walk away just as jump comes through. Rubino picks up a kill and Cajun gets one, and they are going to let Rubino even fall back, which is normally what you're not going to be allowed to do. You will be caught essentially out there, and he ends up going down. I think he could have probably just ran. Good double kill coming in on Cajun, which will give Dignitas has a real good chance of winning this round.
Yeah, with 15 seconds left, they're looking fantastic, Dignitas. 4 players alive. They've all rotated up to that A site, barring Config, who's still hanging around on B. But now 9 seconds left, and MSL will find the kill on Zipnix, and it's pretty much falling apart here for Astralis. Kerrigan actually just needs to peek and die. If he goes down after this clock runs out, he's not going to get any money at the end of this round. And that won't help things for Astralis. But he will be able to survive with that AWP. He gets to hold on to it for the next round. And I mean, it seems like Kerrigan is just continuing to hold on to the AWP, which is very interesting. I mean, Device, there was quite a bit of time there where Device was the main opper, but it seems like it's changed up here.
Yes, interesting development right now. Astralis not even getting into a position where they could properly execute onto a bomb site. They got picked off way before that happened, and that setup ultimately worked out well because Cajun got 2 of the shots in, so in that respect, a pretty good job, I would say, on Dignitas, who do need to pick up almost every round from here on out. I don't think they could allow Astralis to get much more than 5 or 6 rounds as a sort of a breaking point almost for the CT side. Config and Tensky are holding down. Cajun and Rubino are really far up, and I like this setup, but if they don't find anyone within the next 10 or so seconds, I'd really love for them to try and go and peek around the corner up there on the long side, because otherwise they're just far away from everything and they don't have any information. So they need something to play off of.
This is really a gamble from Dignitas on that B site, basically. It's like, okay, you're not seeing anything on long, but you already have all 3 players here on the B side holding solid. Tensky's been boosted up on the site as well to look into connector. And there were a couple players there just a few seconds ago for Astralis. Dupree still waiting for Tensky to go for his usual peek on short. So this is, I mean, this is where it gets subtle between these players, and we're going to have actually a boost here from Kerrigan. Now he's got the angle on Cajun. If Cajun takes a step out into the open, it's going to get nasty. Not sure if Kerrigan spotted Rubino jumping there, but he will spot out Cajun. Not going to get the follow-up. They trade shots, and both players missing. So a bit of a missed opportunity for Astralis to open things up here and get things rolling onto that A site.
And look at that. Once they show themselves on that side of the map, they're going to rotate back down. Sip still has the bomb outside of B alone, which is a little bit scary. Hopefully he's not going to try and push it in alone, because that would be a bit of a problem. MSL peeking in, and they still have Config on that far right side, behind the slope, pushing in, and a great shot from Kerrigan. Almost gets the second, but in fact it's MSL who picks up a double kill, drops the bomb with just 17 seconds left. And this is really going to be tough for Astralis to try and get in and get the bomb down. They need to do it now. Tensky picking up one more kill, and Glaive coming through and punishing him. 8 seconds left, and the bomb is being planted. Now it's Cajun and Rubino trying to see if they can retake this and stop Astralis from getting back into the game. Good kill coming through. Glaive is already down, and now it's all on Device. But he is the star player of the team. Not really connecting that much. A long spray puts him down at 14 health. He picks up the AWP, and that's going to be a kill right there. He needed that one shot potential. Cajun is out, and Astralis is going to pick up a 6th round.
This is going to be maddening for Dignitas, because unless they can start winning these clutch situations, this is where Astralis is going to run away with it. That's both clutches going to Astralis so far in this first half. And so those are the big high-impact rounds. Those are the ones that will change it your way to allow you to keep things under control. Dignitas, they really need to get that boost going right now. They really need that kind of confidence play that winning a clutch actually does for you, because now Astralis are just like, great, well, you know, we can get that bomb down, but we're even going to come through in the tough spots. This map is ours. So definitely a little bit tricky here. And again, Dignitas, they just can't seem to get their economy going. Again to pistols, and again with the aggression in mid. So Astralis this time, they were ready and waiting for him. They didn't charge towards B. Instead, they just kind of sat and expected that kind of aggression to come out. Now Glaive, he's going to find the first kill onto MSL. Spots the second, but he's not going to get the third. Rubino, they're going to get the drop on him.
mean, I like the part where Dignitas try and take some initiative in a round like this. You know, instead of just waiting around, I hate seeing teams do that. Much better to try and have them do something. Now, never mind that that probably still works out in Astralis' favor. But at least they got the AK, and they've sort of put a little bit of pressure back on them. So Config and Tensky are sort of holding either bomb site, while Rubino is out and about the Lone Ranger.
Yeah, Rubino is stuck. I just wish he could run back to that A site and hand that AK over to Config, who actually has Kevlar and who's been hitting shots for Dignitas so far. If he's just going to hang around with without any Kevlar, if he gets into a spray fight, well, that's where the aim punch comes in. That's where his aim goes to hell, and he just can't actually, you know, take those kinds of fights with Astralis right now, who are equipped. It looks like Astralis now with 40 seconds left are going to start rotating around. They want to get up towards that A site. All 4 players heading towards long, and this Device leading the way. He's going to be the entry fragger in this situation. He's going to be the first man onto the site, but there are all 3 players here for Dignitas. They've accurately called the situation here, Dignitas. They have their defense set up. Now it's up to Device to crack it open here on the site.
This could be very interesting. Maybe that AK could have a real say in this upcoming fight. Just 17 seconds left, but Rubino goes down. Did they spot Config by that truck? I don't think it even matters anymore. They're just going to overpower him. 10 seconds left here. And if he had the AK, maybe it could have made a difference. But either way, it's still a pretty decent round, I think, for Dignitas. They made a good call. They stole an AK. They did some damage. Going to put us in the 10th round, where they could finally pick up an AWP again. Yeah,
7-2. Astralis just running away with this now. They've got a huge lead on their T side. If they get any further than this, it's going to start looking real grim for Dignitas. So now, well, I mean, we'll have to see. I mean, the other thing, though, is that where are they going to put Glaive on the CT side for Astralis on this overpass map, right? He is the stand-in. It's going to be a little tricky to call his spot immediately off the bat and whether Astralis are going to be comfortable with the setup. So there's still a little bit of an edge for Dignitas when they go onto their T side. They've got their full roster. Everybody knows what they need to do. So it's not over yet for Dignitas, but Astralis, like, the more T-side rounds they get, the better it's going to be. And Kerrigan not going to find the entry. Try to sneak his way out through Monster. It's not going to happen. And Tensky's going to rush down Dupree. Rubino's there to take out Device. 2 players down for Astralis at the beginning of the round.
And they fall back, and what a delight it is to see Rubino and Cajun making it back to the A-bomb site. Six will pick up 1 kill, and he goes for a bit more spray here, finding Config. The Molotov in there, but Sit will fall, and this is not looking good right now for Astralis. They are in a 2-on-3, but they do not have a lot of health, and Cajun in the perfect position up in the sniper nest to take down Kerrigan, leaving just a Glaive here to try and see if he could maybe pull it through in a 1-on-3.
The stand-in, let's see if he can be the hero. Get that clutch going in here for Astralis or Dignitas. Tensky's going to miss the first shot. Glaive still has to know that Cajun's on high, so he can't really peek past that pillar. Problem is that the bomb is dropped on the slope into pit, so now it's really looking grim here for Glaive. He's going to hope that somebody's going for a flank, but all 3 players for Dignitas just watching each other's backs, holding the angles, and they know that it's just a matter of time. Glaive going to go charging in, not going to find the kill. Tensky will shut him down midair. That's a 3rd round on the board now for Dignitas. So Dignitas definitely showing that they've got some fight in them here. Question is...